Hey guys, welcome back. Tons of crazy news over the past couple days. Capcom releases or announces a home arcade. Arcade1up can't figure out what the heck to do with Final Fight or if it's even coming out. And then a random Mortal Kombat leak. Are these things connected? Something's not right. We're going to get to the bottom of it right now. So sit back, relax, let's do it. Hey Chris, how's it going?
Hey, not too bad. How you doing, man?
Good. Hey, I know this is a little bit of an impromptu call, but there's been some interesting news over the past couple days, and I wanted to get your take on a couple things. The first one being the Capcom home arcade that kind of seemed to come out of nowhere. I was curious what your thoughts were on that.
Yeah, that did seem to come out from out of nowhere. I remember sitting at a computer at my work, and buddy of mine, Brian, who's been in a couple of the videos, like he was asking if I had heard about it, and I was like, no. And he's like, yeah, it looks a little funny. And I was like, what? So he said it's the Capcom logo, and I was like, what? Like what?
I know.
And then I saw pictures of it, and I was like, it's a very interesting take on it. But I mean, it is what it is. I saw you typing something on Twitter. Did you say that you pre-ordered this?
I did. I pre-ordered it, and then the other thing that was kind of interesting about this, so I agree with you. The cabinet looks a little funny, but it's weird. Like, okay, cool. Like it's Capcom clearly. But the one thing that's kind of interesting is that, and we've been talking about this a little bit, you and I, is that there's like this weird delay that keeps on occurring with Arcade1up's Final Fight cabinet.
Yep.
And you and I had kind of talked about this, over text throughout the day that. Is there some kind of weird connection between Arcade1up delaying Final Fight and the fact that the Capcom cabinet that they're coming out with, this arcade stick, whatever you want to call it, happens to have Final Fight on it? Like, what's up with that? Like, was there potentially an agreement and then Capcom's like, whoa, hold on. That's our game. We want to release it first, and then you guys can go ahead with your cabinet. The timing seems odd. I don't know. Maybe
it does seem odd. I haven't heard anybody talking about this because I think. So here's in my head. Here's what's going on. So they've been planning this Final Fight cabinet for a year now.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to come out in February, and you hear nothing. And March goes by, nothing. April, we're halfway in April. You still heard nothing. And it's funny because I see a lot of people on Facebook and in Twitter, I guess Twitter and Reddit. They're all talking about like how they think that Arcade1up is dropping the ball on the Final Fight cabinet. Like, there's like, like what is wrong with them? Why can't they just deliver what they promised and things like that? And it's very, there's something else going on behind the scenes. And it does not surprise me. It would not surprise me if what happened was they told them to hold off on Final Fight first, like last year, which is fine. And they said, okay, we'll do that. And then when it came to this year, they had already announced it was going to be February. And Capcom went, wait, hold on a second. We're working on something. We want to get this out before you get that out. And they're probably under an NDA. They cannot say a word about this. They probably can't do anything regarding the Final Fight cabinets. And I'm willing to bet it has something to do with that. They can't come out and tell us because there's a few other things going on, as we're about to point out. That may actually prove that theory correct.
Yes. So I'm gonna dive even deeper into the rabbit hole here a tiny bit. So okay, so that's all odd, and I agree. That seems strange. There's something definitely going on there. Yep. But then the next thing that seems even more strange is that all of a sudden we get a leak of the Mortal Kombat cabinet, knowing that that's not set to release till, I think you said, it's like sometime in September, right?
September, yeah. It's supposed to come out in September. So
okay, that's weird, right? And the way it was brought to market seems odd too. And we happen to be in a Facebook group with the person that released it, but his YouTube channel is very small. Yep. And nothing against the small channel. I'm a relatively small channel too, sure. But it's a weird avenue to leak a cabinet and have the delay of Final Fight. It almost seems like you wouldn't leak it this early knowing it's not happening till September. That's way too long.
Yeah.
So I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? Like, what?
Okay, so we know that Golden Tee is already taking pre-orders at several different stores. So, and that's coming out on time. There's no
delay.
There's no delay on that. And it's weird that Final Fight is having all these delays, and then all of a sudden Mortal Kombat shows up, like super early.
So weird.
My theory is so the running theory is basically because Mortal Kombat has been leaked, like someone actually has a Mortal Kombat cabinet, that they are trying to keep this hype train going. That's the whole reason why this leaked, because they know that the Final Fight, like Capcom is dragging their heels legally for them not to be able to basically post something about this. And I guarantee you that's what's going on.
I think so too. And I do think the momentum wouldn't make sense. Like most marketing firms aren't going to go, I know what we'll do. We'll leak the cabinet and we'll wait till September to release it. Like that's just too long. I think people will stop caring. Yeah. To me, you don't leak it unless something's right around the corner, in my opinion. I just think this is way too early. And it's not like they leaked a little bit of it. It was the whole cabinet. Yep. All of it, like all there for everyone to see.
Mortal Kombat is their fallback cabinet. It has to be.
Yeah,
it's got to be. Like they're gonna pull the trigger on Mortal Kombat if Capcom doesn't get their crap in gear. I have a feeling that's what's going, because they're gonna start losing money. People are already saying, oh well, I'm not gonna buy the Final Fight. I'm just done with Arcade1up, which. Come on.
Well, people are impatient in general. But
I get that. I get that. But if you've waited this long, you can wait another month or two or whatever. So,
well, I don't know, Chris. I think we need to hear from everyone else. I think we need to see what they think.
Yeah, absolutely.
We need to hear some comments on this one, I think.
Yeah, I'd be interested in hearing any other sides to this. So, because like I said, 1940 was it 1940? Is it 1944 that's coming out on the Final Fight cabinet too?
Yeah.
So you've got that. You've got Final Fight. What are the other two games? It was it Ghosts and Goblins, right?
I think so. And I think you're right. It's 1944.
And Strider. All four of those games
those are all coming
on this thing. Okay, so they are all on this home arcade system. Like, you cannot tell me that Capcom is not the one holding Arcade1.
It's gotta be.
Thing. And I haven't heard anybody point this out. I haven't heard one single person point this out. And they're holding Arcade1up like responsible for this. And I guarantee you it's Capcom's legal team saying, no, you can't release that yet because we've got something we want to show out first. And
Ralph's Retrospect's going to give it. Oh, damn, I'm breaking things. Ralph Retrospect giving it to you first.
That's right, man. So, again, I haven't heard anybody else talking about this. And I'm guaranteeing that's exactly what's going on.
Agreed. All right. Well, Chris, I think we've opened this can of worms. So I say well, first of all, thanks everyone for joining on this like kind of impromptu video. I'm hoping that we can get this out to you quickly.
Sure.
But I say, comment below. Tell us what you think, because this is an interesting piece of information. And obviously like the video if it's something that interests you. Please subscribe to the channel. We've got 2 channels running in tandem with 2 different content. We've got Ralph's Retrospect, which Chris runs, and we've got Retro Ralph. So hopefully there's a lot of content for everyone to enjoy. And I don't know, Chris, any final thoughts before we wrap this up?
No. I was gonna start spouting off some other conspiracy theories, but
there's too many. Let's. I think these are pretty valid ones, so let's not get too crazy.
Yeah. So comment down below. Let us know what you think. Tell us if we're onto something, because I'm telling you that's what's going on. It just makes too much sense.
All right, guys. We'll see you on the next one. We're out of here.
Have a good one.